There's several different kinds of ways to time travel, but here are the 6 you'll see in most movies, books, and TV shows. First off, we have your programmatic time machine. Now, this is your DeLoreans, your TARDISes. It's where you're going to plug in the numbers and it's going to port you to a different time and sometimes place. Like the TARDIS can go throughout time and space. Some can just go throughout time. This is mixed with the next one, but I write one called The Time Traveling Salesman, and I use this kind of time machine in the writing I do. And the next one is what I'm calling a machine-on time machine, which essentially only for the amount of time that it's been on can you travel back in time. So like Primer is a great example of how this time machine works, where once it's on, you can only go back as far as the machine's been on, and that's how far you can go back. You can't go back further because the machine hasn't been on since the 50s. If the machine wasn't created in the 50s, there's no machine to go back to. So you can't go back further than when the time machine was created. Okay, so the third kind of time travel is superpower time travel. Now, this is less scientific and more woo-woo, but we're thinking Heroes or the Umbrella Academy, but they kind of just focus and they can pop themselves into a different time period. It's a fun way to play with it, but it's less realistic. Fourth one is mental time travel. This one I actually like, and I think there is a lot of possible realism to this, even though it seems kind of woo-woo, but being able to send your mind back to you in a past time is really done well. Like Travelers does this, but they send their minds back into someone who's about to die so that it can kind of take over their life. Anyhow, our fifth one is physics time travel. And this is the most realistic time travel. It's like essentially if you send someone in a spaceship out just based on physics and gravity and space-time going further away, time happens differently depending on where you are and how fast you're moving. So a great example of this is in Buzz Lightyear, the animated movie, was really well done because he'd go up and he'd go near light speed and then come back and he'd be the same age and everyone on the planet would be like 20 or 30 years older. And he'd be like, well, what happened? Obviously, he figures it out and then he like keeps trying because he wants to get everyone back home. But that's essentially physics time travel. So our sixth and final kind of time travel is reset time travel, or this could also be referred to as looped time travel. It's essentially at the end of every day, it's going to start over. So we're thinking Groundhog's Day, where the person's memories go back. Another good version of this is the Lazarus Project. I'd like to know which of these you've seen, which of these is your favorite, and then also send this to a friend and see what their favorite is. And where and when would you want to go time travel with them, and what kind of time travel would you want to do with them?